First, I would like to start off by mentioning rap is an art. It's been an art for many years. Many people are fans of rap. I've been a fan of rap since I was 5 years old. Eminem has been one of my favorites since I was 5 years old. In fact, he was the first person I began listening to at the age of 5 years old. Marshall Bruce Mathers means a lot to me. And as I said, he's been one of my influences, one of my biggest influences, my idol since I was 5 years old. Watching 8 Mile battles, it really inspired me. And as you can see, I post most of my videos from the basement, where a lot of hip hoppers, artists started from in the basement. Rap is a very prestigious thing, and it's very important to me. I see it as pretty much an outlet, as someone told me. A poet himself, he pretty much mentioned that rap music as an artist can be an outlet. Music can be an outlet to what you're going through, expressing yourself. Rap is supposed to be expressing yourself, and it really means a lot to me. Now, there's a lot of places that I would like to get to, a lot of things I would like to mention. There's so much that I can mention in one time, in 1 hour. I would like to go beyond an hour. I've seen the documentary Art of Rap. It's very interesting, and I honestly, personally, I think Cannabis should have been in Art of Rap. He's also one of my favorite rappers. I began listening to him now over a year ago. He means a lot to me. He means everything that he says. He's very intense with his rhymes, and I love the way he flows. And he's pretty much dedicated himself, committed himself to rhyming and things like that. And he really means a lot to me, just as Marshall Mathers does. Jermaine means a lot to me. Also, one of my other favorites, he's an underground, Hobson. He means a lot to me. Marcus Jamal Hobson. He means a lot to me. He's from the underground. He's pretty much been working his way up. I see he has a lot of views that skyrocketed over the past few years that he's been expressing himself in his rhymes and, letting people know where he's coming from and what he means in his songs and things that he says, I pretty much figure that, he's pretty much like me. His rhymes are like mine. Like, he kind of talks about the things that I talk about. I'm pretty much trying to excel. I'm trying to pass the limit. I'm trying to exceed, going beyond limits. Trying to be going beyond infinity, as Cannabis or Eminem would say, infinite. Pretty much, I think the album Infinite from Eminem, which was released in '96, when Eminem was underground trying to make his way up after being signed by Dr. Dre. He pretty much worked his way up. I think that album should be noticed a lot more than it is now on YouTube and a lot of other places, because it's not pretty much sold in stores. I done looked around, but I see his first album when he was signed by Andre Young, making his way into the industry, business, and the music. His first album, the Slim Shady LP, sold a lot of copies. It blew up with the single My Name Is, things like that. One of my other favorites, Tupac Shakur, he means a lot to me. He really does mean a lot to me. Tupac Amaru Shakur, his death is really deep, and his life just deep itself. It's just a really deep story about the situation that happened, which was inevitable, which to many people believe was unexpected. He wanted to live just like everybody else. He had things that he wanted to accomplish, as many would say, people that are close to him as relatives. The situation with the East Coast West Coast war, as he said at the MTV Awards, it was perpetuated a few nights before his death, 3 nights before his death, supposedly September 13th, '96. I would like to pretty much go beyond what is necessary. I feel that as though it's necessary to amplify. I think it's pretty much necessary to exceed beyond. This rap thing, this rap stuff means a lot to me. I'm pretty much a huge rap fan. I'm sure a lot of people out there are huge rap fans. But as you can see, like I said, rectitude. I am recording from my basement. A lot of videos I've recorded from my basement. I have a lot of things that I would like to say there's a lot of things that I pretty much want to say, but there's a certain way that I want to explain. I'm pretty much trying to put together which way I can put my rhymes. Pretty much a lot of geniuses out there that would like to be lyrical. I am pretty much getting there, and you can stick to your opinion. Anybody that thinks anything about my rhymes, you can stick to your opinion. Everybody, there's enough room for opinions in this world. Everybody has their own opinions. And I see it as, like I said before, rap is an outlet. So is all the genres in the music, R&B, anything that expresses yourself, that gets you to express yourself, let out your soul. I feel as though it's important. And I would like to pretty much get to what rap has become today. And I think it's very pathetic. As I said, I heard someone earlier mention, and I have heard it before mentioned, how things have become lazy. The industry allowed these guys or anybody to just come through and just make this music that is pretty much not making sense. It's not making sense at all, and it's pretty much I'm just stressed out. I'm just stressed out about a lot of all that combined, put it together, and I'm pretty much trying to contribute in a way that people can understand, but like it's laborious. I'm pretty much trying to get through this. It's very laborious, putting together songs and stuff. It is a way. I've been putting in a lot of effort. I work in, day out. I think that rap is so important. Hip hop supposedly had started back in 1971 in the Bronx, New York. People began, breakdancing and all that stuff, and then it became the MCing, the rhymes and stuff, and then we had Kumo D, Curtis Blow, people like them in the early days, and we had Cool J in the later days, and that's something else I would like to get to. Cool J, a lot of people don't know about Cannabis, Jermaine Williams, because of the situation with him, the beef he had with LL Cool J, and I'm thinking it's because he had the beef with LL Cool J. He wasn't pretty much known. He should be known. He's not known like he should be. He has a lot of views on YouTube, of course, more than I do. I'm pretty much a rookie. You can look at me as a rookie, but I've been pretty much working, recording things. I've been just now starting to upload things on YouTube just a few months back. I figured as a new way to start off. I've been pretty much working my way up. I've been listening to rap, as I said, since I was 5 years old. There's a lot of rap fans out there. I look up to Cannabis, Hopsin, Tupac Shakur, and Eminem. Marshall Mathers, they mean a lot to me. They're my idols. They mean a lot to me. They make meaningful music. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm pretty much trying to make music that makes sense, and at the same time, I want to be the lyrical genius as my idols was, but I'm trying to exceed. I'm in that point. I'm in that direction to the exceeding point, of no return. And I also listen to Immortal Technique, another underground artist, that makes music. There's a lot of underground people that are not noticed at all. And there's some underground people that are noticed, but they're still not noticed like they should be, such as Hopsin. Hopsin, he mentions important things, and people need to listen. People too busy are listening to Wiz Khalifa, Chief Keef, and I'll get around to those artists in a second. But as I said before, with the president, you can't judge someone that you don't exactly know. And but at the same time, you can say what you feel. And I feel as though I can say what I feel as anyone else in the world can say what they feels. This rap thing is not a joke to me. Like a lot call it a game, but I don't really see it as a game. I see rap as a career for me. I see it as a job for anyone that commits themselves to it. As I heard from someone, a job, when you commit yourself to something, you pretty much show what it means a lot to you through committing yourself to that. Dedicating yourself to something, you're pretty much showing, your dedication. You showing how much it means to you, how important it is to you. And I pretty much put rap, pretty much the first thing. The second thing, I love wrestling. Professional wrestling is cool and everything. I am a high school wrestler. This is my sophomore year. I'm 15 years old. Wrestling season is over for the moment. It's over for now. Until a few more months, and the months will go past. Um, I think that committing yourself, dedicating yourself, having the work ethic is very important. And I'm not trying to waste anyone's time. I am just stating facts. I am just stating facts. I am pretty much representing rectitude. Rectitude is important, and I'm pretty much working my way up to being proficient. I think it's very important to be proficient when it's time to start battling, different MCs and things like that. As the same thing Marshall Mathers went through coming up from Warren, Michigan. He had to go through different MCs, different battles and things like that. And it's pretty much important. It's a priority. It's a pretty much it's a hard priority. It's laborious, but it's pretty much something that you can handle once you're used to it and you put yourself to it, your mind to it. I pretty much think having a cranium is pretty much important. A cranium that works. I mean, what's the use of having a brain if you're not going to use it? Pretty much an old saying. Saying someone I said before. A lot of things have been said. You got to come up with your own creation. And I pretty much think that it's possible to excel, but it's pretty much a lot of people that want to control things and different organizations. And a lot of people might know about whatever. I mean, I feel as though I can stay underground and I have a problem with it. I just want to be noticed. As much as Hobson, Marcus Jamal Hobson is, he means so much to me. As I said before, I'm going to repeat it again because he does. Raps from the soul. He pretty much worked his way up to getting a lot of views. I would like to be noticed by Funk Volume more. I would like to hear Hobson's thoughts about me. I would like to hear Marshall's thoughts about me. And one of my other favorite MCs, his name is Nas. I see him as a cool person. I listen to his music. One of my favorite songs by Nas is "If I Ruled the World" with Lauryn Hill. That song means a lot to me. Also, Either. Pretty much almost everyone that's a fan of hip hop knows that song was directed towards Jay-Z after he, directed lines towards him calling Nas garbage with the takeover on Blueprint, and he pretty much dug his own grave when he did that. As I heard a new Jay-Z song a few days ago. Song with Kendrick Lamar, another person who I think is cool. I don't pretty much listen to his music, but I think after hearing a few songs of his, I think he's pretty much talented. I think he pretty much worked his way up, like a lot of people. There's a lot of things that people just don't understand what it takes to be an MC. You see, an MC, anyone can't be an MC, as I mentioned before. Being an MC is a job. And it's pretty much worth dedicating your time to. Well, in my opinion, through my eyes, through my pupils, I see that it's very important dedicating yourself to something that you love, and I dedicate myself to rap. And this will be continued in the next video. And I will appreciate your comments below. And, stick to your opinion. It's fine if you want to have your opinion about my freestyles or what I've wrote or things that I express myself in a way, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But I just want you to understand that it takes someone very, with a lot of courage, someone that has the courage to kick something that's important, someone that has a heart. I feel as though that I am very upset about a lot of things. There's just a lot of ways I could put this, a lot of ways anyone could put a sentence. I want to go beyond sentences. I want to go beyond grammar. I want to go beyond the periods, pause, and comments, and all that. I want to, the video will be continued in part 2.